And just like that, we are back again the very next day from an all new episode of the Inner Circle podcast yesterday. Welcome to the show. I am reunited with my soul friend.
Reunited and it feels so good.
How are you? You are back. First of all, there's so much to get into. We talked about having a bonus episode. We envisioned it this week because this just so much that just kept coming up and so much that we've been doing and stuff. Yesterday,
Mhm.
and y'all do not know, we have special guest Mark Angel talking. We got to know him. He talked his film Seraphim. If you missed that, please check out our latest episode 226, with Mark Angel. It was a very, very dope episode. And make sure to support him. Check out Seraphim. Check out his music, his album as well. It was a great show. But today we are together again, and there's so much to unpack and talk about, girl. From today, the Potomac trailer dropped. Um,
Mhm.
and I have some tea with that because one of the girls who was supposed to be full time got swapped out for Kerna, the friend of last year. There's just so much to mention and talk about. Let's get into it. But the VMAs were yesterday. But first, you are back. You're back from your New Orleans trip. Um, I want to ask you how it was. I know you were there for a little business, but also some pleasure. What should I say? Also
It's a fine pleasure, bitch.
fun, fun. So talk about your first time because we've been talking about going together, but it didn't happen. But I'm very happy that you went. So I want to hear your experience.
So New Orleans was really fun. I managed to squeeze some sightseeing and food and drinks in between while I was out there for a work trip. It was a very quick trip. It was like literally 72 hours. Um I tried I tried to get beignets, but time got the best of me, and I even tried to want. I almost got gumbo, but my stomach was not sitting well. She was not happy. I think the traveling from like place to place
Mm.
lately, it was like back to back. I needed a reset in between, and yeah, ultimately I had a great time. Bourbon Street was fun. The French Quarter was cool. I just so happened to land that Sunday when the Saints played against. I think it was against the Raiders. I'm not sure. The Saints won, so it was a parade. It was commotion. A lot of it was vibey. Um, Work wise, we had a great turnout. I went for a trade show, and then everyone was scheduled to leave Wednesday. A lot of people were scheduled to leave Wednesday. I was scheduled to leave Tuesday, and thank God I was because there was a storm coming. Hurricane Francine, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
She made her way, and she's like there right now. And hopefully my heart goes out to the people in New Orleans and those surrounding areas, because in Louisiana in general, because right now
Yeah.
that weather is terrible. But when I got back so late. I just needed a mental reset, child. But I'm glad to be home, and I'm glad to like put a little. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I needed a little break from traveling. Like, I'm tired of being in airports because I noticed that every single time I travel and I come back home, I find myself getting sick. Like, I feel like I'm getting sick. Like, I
Mm.
felt a little tickle in my throat. I asked for tea in the plane. When do I ever do that? And yeah, I woke up with a stuffy nose. So hopefully it subsides. Hopefully it's allergies. We'll see. But I would love to go back to New Orleans another time. I think we talked about this on the chat, on
I,
the
yeah, you need to.
other chat.
You need to try beignets. You need to try gumbo. Like that's
I
what.
tried beignets before. You bought me the beignet mix,
Yeah,
Cafe Du Monde.
from New Orleans, yes, but
Whatever happened to that?
you
Did I
know,
ever
you
make it?
you gotta try it from down there. Cafe Du Monde is like one of those
I
spots.
know. I really wish I would have, but to be honest with you, I think in another time. It took me this long to go. I finally went. I know what the vibes are. I love the music. They were playing so much crunk music, dirty South music. It was my vibe. I
Mhm.
loved it. But definitely need to go back.
Yeah. How was the well, obviously we know we have something going on hurricane wise, weather wise, but in general, was it warm when
It
you
was
went?
warm. It was like high 80s, and then at night it was a little breezy. So it wasn't like, oh my god, it's so like the heat. Puerto Rico is way hotter than
Right.
New Orleans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Or
it was,
DR, would you consider which one was hotter, DR, Puerto Rico, or New Orleans?
that's a good question. Dominican Republic was definitely hotter,
Mm,
and the heat was like unbearable. Like we had to jump on the pool each time.
yeah.
Um, then Puerto Rico was second, and I would say New Orleans was like not as hot. No.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, like, if you heard, well, as we mentioned, the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Mm.
Real quick, New Orleans to finish off New Orleans. One of my favorite places. It's been over 2 years now that I haven't been.
You
It's
need to go back.
no, it's one of the places that I've always said it's one of my favorite places. And it's one of those places the way I feel about Puerto Rico and stuff where I like going there because it kind of like
You
heals
know,
my soul, my
while I
blood.
was there, I was thinking, and I was like, I can't see. I don't know why I don't see you there. Like I could see you there, but like I don't know. Just maybe because of like the music that they were playing and stuff. I was just like, this doesn't seem like Charlie to me. And
Oh
he
no, I
said he
love it.
loves New Orleans.
I love New Orleans. It's one of my favorite places. One of the places I've traveled to the most. I think seven
Really?
times I've been there. Yeah, 7 times I've been there. I've taken a few menses there.
And this
So well, not menses. Two relationships. I was. Oh, actually no, three.
real bitch. You know how they say I don't like taking men to my restaurants because then they end up going.
I know
Really?
it's someone else. Right? Yeah. But
Mm.
listen, I love New Orleans, and I'm due for a trip. But some things like R. Kelly, you gotta keep it on the down low.
I wouldn't be singing that motherfucker
You
song.
know.
But yeah, that's true.
um,
I would
so
definitely I could see you and your brothers going. I think like a Puerto Rico crew part two in New Orleans would be the vibes. I would definitely go. Now,
it would have to be envisioning them. For me, I could go anytime, but envisioning them, it will have to be during hot weather because now it does get chilly in New Orleans during the winter. It doesn't get
it
cold.
does.
Yeah.
So during Mardi Gras in February, it's cold.
It could, depending how Mother Nature wants to act, it could be like decent springish or it could be a little chilly. And I remember I went one time, it was work, so I wasn't there long, but it happened to be Mardi Gras week. And I was wearing, it wasn't like a sweater, but it was a long sleeve, like hoodie thing. I
Mm.
remember wearing out. So it was a little chilly. I would
I
say.
wanted there was a hoodie in the airport that I wanted to buy. It was really cute. Maybe the next time you go, you FaceTime me and I'll tell you and I'll send you the money because it was
Yeah.
really cute. I wanted it.
Why did you get it?
I don't have space in my luggage.
But yes, I'm so glad you got to experience New Orleans.
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard or you've seen the Real Housewives of Potomac trailer drop today. Did you watch it? Did you see it? What are your thoughts? Season 9. Um,
I'm surprised that Mia
yes.
still has a fucking like why is she still there?
Oh, you surprised Mia's still there?
I'm surprised Mia's still there. You know,
She brought it last
she
season.
brought it last year because of her drama with her situation, but like still, I don't know. But they're coming for Karen. So Karen did the Shannon Bador.
Yeah, you didn't know that? You didn't hear that? Oh
I
yeah.
can. Why is Shannon Bador's thing more out there than Karen Huger's?
I don't think Karen drove into anyone's house though. I
What
think she got stopped, or maybe I don't think she drove into a.
she wrecked a car though. I think in the video I see like a fucked up car.
Yeah, but not she didn't run into a house. I think it was like a barrier type of thing, whatever. But she didn't run into a house, so that's what I think.
I can't imagine the Grand Dame in handcuffs.
Child.
Damn. I'm glad Robin's not there. That's the first thing I noticed.
Yeah.
Bye, bitch.
And you know what? It's funny that you say you noticed that she wasn't there because I watched the trailer and I didn't even ni he ni ha. It was like oh yeah, she isn't there. Like, cause she's such a drug. Last few seasons, she's been so she's just where it's like to me it wasn't like, oh yeah, I forgot she isn't there. Cause I don't know, she's been a non-factor. Like
She is a
wallflower,
factor.
wallflower they call them that they just
She's
blend.
a wet blanket.
So yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. October 6th, Sunday. I do like Potomac season 9. Wow, 9 years now. And I remember watching that show from when it first premiered. I think I was
I
in Miami.
I've been watching. Yeah, probably. I've been watching like old seasons
I
on
see.
Peacock.
When I went to pick up Gizmo, you were watching it.
You did? Oh yeah. Duh. I
Yeah.
was like, I no, I jump around. So I was watching Atlanta, and then now I'm watching Potomac. But there's things that I catch now that I didn't catch when I first watched it,
Mm.
and I'm like, oh, that makes sense, or whatever. But yeah, they've come a long way, makeup and all. The
Yes.
Glam Squad
Yes.
people,
Yes.
even Candace, I noticed Candace looks completely different than she used to when she first started. They all get fillers and stuff. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And I'm sure you also heard the sad news because I thought she was one of the best additions even across all the franchise, like it's not often that these that Bravo hits it with like these new additions with the Real Housewives franchise. But I
Yeah.
thought she was one, Dr. Nicole Martin, on Real Housewives of Miami. They started filming this past week, and it was she was the only one missing, and it's being reported that she is out. But it was by her choice. As we know, she just had a baby girl. Congrats to her once again for that, and she opted to be out. But now, rumor has it, as of today, that she is possibly considering a
Friend of.
or pop in here and there. But it is her choice, and it's not often housewives choose to walk away. You know what I mean? But it is her choice. So
Yeah. I liked her, but she has to do what's best for her. And having a brand new baby takes a lot of time and effort. And like, you're not, that's a commitment that you can't really fulfill if you're filming as well. I don't know how Kenya did it. I don't know how Portia, I mean, did Portia do it? I don't know. But props to her. And she has a freaking job. She's an anesthesiologist. Like,
yeah, yeah. She just don't put people to sleep, Larsa. It's more than that in a lot of school years to do that.
Lars is
So,
an ignorant troll.
but well, what could we expect?
Larsa should wait. I was gonna say when Larsa said that, like all you do is put people to sleep. Larsa, you're lucky that there are people that put you to sleep when you're getting your butt implants.
Right? And your
So she
surgeon
could have been like Cardi B getting the implants done
in
in
a
the
basement.
basement of Dunkin' Donuts in Fordham Road in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Come
Um,
on.
but yeah, we'll see how that turns out. The Miami just started filming, and I'm sure we could expect it spring of next year, right in time for summer 2025. But we went to see this past weekend before you went away. We got to go have a little date, a movie date, and we went to see Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
So talk to. I mean, I'm a big fan of the original and stuff. So talk to. What was your thoughts on the sequel?
I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was funny. It was lighthearted. Michael Keaton's character, obviously, he's Beetlejuice. He like really lived up to the expectations of what over 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
How many years ago was it? It was 98.
80, 88, 89. So
Hold on, let me do quick maths because I'm not good.
I
2024.
can't pop it off like that on the top of my head. Yeah.
36 years ago. I'm so stupid. I could have just fucking subtracted 1 year from my birthday. Anyway, sorry. Um, Beetlejuice was great. I think that Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara were hilarious. Catherine O'Hara literally just did her what was her name in Schitt's Creek?
Moira.
Moira. She just did her Moira. It makes me want to watch Schitt's Creek. I watched like the first episode, and too many people were interested in it and watching it and talking about it that it just fell off. So maybe I'm gonna watch it again. But
Get in. You like it? Get into do it.
yeah,
Watch it. It's ended, and not many people are on the bandwagon hoopla. So it's on Hulu, I believe, one of the places. Watch again. You enjoy it.
okay. So, I think Beetlejuice was great. I have my own like thoughts about it. I'm sure they're different from yours. I don't think that what do you call it? A sequel that comes out decades later should have such a huge and like dramatic concept, or like the I don't know, the concept of it was lighthearted to me and I liked it. I
Mhm.
I liked it a lot. I liked it. Um, Monica Bellucci being on the cast and like being Beetlejuice's ex-wife slash love interest from the past or whatever. Like she plays a villain. She's gorgeous, but like she was barely there. That was the only thing that I was just like, that little part of the synopsis was kind of, it was random. Like it didn't need to be there. But there's a lot of twists and turns, and
Yeah. I personally, and it's funny how you brought that up. Not to cut you off, but like, and someone else said it. So when I read this, I'm like, oh my god, it was my thoughts because when we walked out the movie theater, I said there was a lot. I not that it was a lot going on, but I'll take that back. I did say there was a lot going on. There was just so many characters that maybe the movie could have done without, and she's one of them. And it's so crazy because I read by this TRTS podcast, Hot Take. You could have cut this character entirely from Beetlejuice, and the movie would have been the exact same. And it's talk about her character, and I agree. I agree. We already had an antagonist in the twists and turns, so I don't want to give nothing away because it's the first weekend out. So I don't want to give nothing away. But with Jenna Ortega, she has something. There was a twist and turn there with an antagonist, like basically an antagonist. Then we have
right.
an antagonist with, it's clear as day from the beginning of the movie, so this is no spoiler. But with Justin Theroux, Winona Ryder's love interest, he's in a sense an antagonist. So I think we could have done without the wife, to be honest.
Well, I think that it actually, I can't elaborate without spoiling it for people. So I'm not gonna spoil it, but I think it was a weird, that was weird to have, but also it was kind of necessary because then it brings Winona, what was her name in the movie?
Lydia.
Lydia and Beetlejuice kind of sort of together because she wanted no parts with him.
Mhm.
But I have a question. Why does Winona call Delia Delia? Is that her mom?
Okay, so in the movies is her stepmom, but in the cartoons is her mom.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, why is she calling her mom by her first name? My mom would fuck my life up.
No, it's because in the movie it's they present it as stepmom from part one, but in the cartoons, because I've been watching it before the movie
Yeah.
came out, and even now to this day, I'm
What a
watching, making my kids watch it. Um, it's the mom. She's her mom in the cartoons. But yeah, it was great, y'all. I know our girl
I
Barbie.
laughed a lot.
Yeah, our girl Barbie, she loved it. She actually said that it was better than part one. I disagree. Um,
I
I
no.
disagree.
Both were just as good. I love the music in part two. When I first heard the opening song, you saw I was like lit up. I was like, oh my god, I love that song. I mean, I'll say who it was. It was Donna Summer, the queen of disco, my
Yeah,
mother.
yeah,
God
yeah.
rest her soul. I love disco and I love Donna Summer. So when I heard it, I was like, oh my god, they're playing MacArthur Park. But
Yeah, and not only, and I love the little nuggets that you catch, especially if you're a big fan of the original one, or you watch the original one a lot, like the Red Bridge. They obviously mention the Maitlands, the couple. Obviously, Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin's characters for part one. They make reference to that. So there's like some nuggets there that were pretty cool. It was a good movie, and well, obviously you loved it, so we both definitely, I could say,
I have fun.
speak
It
for
was
ourselves, that
cute.
definitely recommended. I will actually. I
I
thought
want
it
to dress up
was
as
good. I would see it again.
Beetlejuice now.
I will see it again. I will go to the movies and see it again if someone
No,
wanted.
I hope, is it part of Disney? No, it's not part of Disney, right? Like, would you see it coming
I
down?
see it popping up on HBO Max.
Oh yeah,
I can see it popping up on HBO Max.
yeah, I would watch it,
I
but
don't know.
not like in the theater again.
Yeah, I don't know about Paramount Plus. It's definitely not Disney.
That's
But
not Disney.
Disney Plus showed. Well, you know what? It will pop up on HBO Max because HBO Max right now has the original one that they're
Oh, so that's another thing too. You said that you watched the original before going to see the second one.
oh no,
I
I've seen
think
the original a bunch of times.
I don't remember the last time I saw the original.
Oh yeah, it's on HBO Max. It's on HBO Max. Beetlejuice, I'm telling you, Beetlejuice is not many movies that I could see over or a few times, like think. But obviously, the Home Alones, the Mean Girls,
Yeah.
Beetlejuice,
Yeah.
obviously all the Freddy movies, the Scream movies. Those movies I could see over. Well, it depends what part of Scream. I ain't checking.
Okay, so what movie do you think? What movie do you see me watching multiple times that I don't get tired of? If you don't know this, you're not really my best friend. It's a funny movie. There's three different movies. It's
Mm.
British.
A British movie?
It's not technically British, but the movie is like
Oh, the Spice Girls.
no, bitch. That's one of them, but no.
What is it?
Austin Powers. Oh
Oh,
my god.
oh
I'm logging out. No,
yeah. Oh yeah, you do watch that. I
I
forgot.
watch that shit all the
Put
time.
stories and you send me videos.
That and any Adam Sandler movie.
Um, he's coming out with a Billy Matt.
I heard he's coming like Happy Gilmore 2 or some shit.
Yeah,
Like
something like that. One of those, a sequel to one of his big movies from a while ago.
pretty old,
Um,
but it's cool.
but yeah, Beetlejuice was great. Have you been watching anything on like streaming services or anything? Any shows?
Honestly, no, I haven't. I need to catch up on Housewives. I haven't watched Dubai. I haven't even Watch What Happens Live. I think it just came back on this week. With like TV shows right now, I've just been so behind.
I
But
seen Dubai's reunion part one yesterday.
yeah,
It was pretty good. They brought it. It was pretty good. Taline, I give it up to her for a newbie. Like she held her own in the first part of the reunion.
I haven't seen it yet.
And it was a good reunion. It was a good reunion.
It's only one part.
Well, the first part came out this past week, so
Okay.
um, but with me, I made it a point this weekend and a goal to like watch different things and new shows and stuff. And I checked out the movie Deliverance, with Glenn Close, Monique, um,
Glenn Close.
and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I seen
Well,
that
what is Glenn Close's character? Because she's dressed like she's from. She looks
she's
like Bon
the,
Freaky.
she's the mom of the main, basically the main character, the mom of the mom who has three kids, and they move to a house. It's one of think of it as your typical movie, like someone moves into a house and the house is doing things and spirits and stuff where it's disturbing the kids and their kids start
Getting
acting
the crap.
differently. So it's one of those type of movies, but it was produced by Lee Daniels. And it was a black centric movie, although Glenn Close is white. But yeah, she was a mom, so the girl's biracial.
What where did you watch it?
Netflix. It's on Netflix. Another show that I checked out, and for no particular reason, because they actually have a show, and I have it on my list, Worst Roommate Ever. But I just haven't checked out Worst Roommate Ever. I do have it on my list. I said that on my list months ago, but I haven't gone around it. But I came around this spinoff, Worst Ex Ever, and boy, like I was enthralled, like craziness, like, and I
Really?
they're doing nothing because it's cheating little stuff. These are like crazy ass people. This is like
Is this like
I don't relate to it because
Lisa Pisa? What? Why the fuck did I get married or something like that? There was like a
no,
whole.
that's not a movie. It's a It's a
Is it docuseries?
four-parter. It's a 4 or 5-parter. I've already seen, I think, 3 episodes. So I have one more. I've seen 2. They're like an hour each or so. But yeah, it's real life. It's not no whole like it's real life shit. Like,
Yeah.
and, the last part I watched, I do remember hearing about this woman Rosa and thing. Like, you have to watch it. It's pretty since you like all that.
Is it Netflix too?
It's on Netflix as well. Worst Ex Ever. Definitely check it out. I was captivated, so now I definitely want to watch Worst.
There's my friend just sent me earlier. There's a show about Mormons, It's like fake
More
Real
on Hulu.
Housewives.
Yeah, on Hulu. And I hear some of the housewives from Salt Lake City know and or are connected to some of these girls. Like I guess the old
The
Angie, not
Secret Lives of Mormon
yeah,
Wives. Yeah.
the
Mm.
old Angie, not the new Angie that's currently on, but the old Angie. I guess there's a husband or her ex is with someone who was one of the girls from this show. So I don't know. I'm
Mm.
not interested. Let me know if you check it out and let us all know how it is. Um, but yeah, now speaking of things to watch, the VMAs was yesterday. Obviously, we wasn't watching because speaking for myself, because we was here doing the show. But before we get into what went down, some highlights of what we seen, and go down through some of the winners. Some people I never even heard of, so I'm like, okay.
Do
But
you have the list or do you want me to pull it up?
you can pull it up too if you want to look thing. I have the winners list that I can pull up. But first, we are going to do, of course, we have to, um, a little game of
Keep it.
keep it or shred it. VMA. Oh, and I thought okay. Um, keep it or shred it. So here we go. Our first person up, round one of keep it or shred it. We have Sasha Colby, season, what is it, 14, 15 winner of Drag Race.
Mm, I don't. I don't know. I don't. I'm gonna shred it because of the hair. If she did like a slick back pony in like with black hair, she would look perfect. But like the hair is just it's too much. She looks like Chiquita Banana, gothic vibes.
Mm. Well, shout out to her. She actually was a presenter too on the actual show. So that was
Yeah.
fun to
So
see. I like it. I say keep it. I like it. Next, Sabrina Carpenter.
I love this. I would
All
say
right.
keep it. She's giving. She's wearing the same Bob Mackie dress that Madonna wore in 1991.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's elegant, especially for the VMAs. It's elevated. This is something that people wear to the Grammys, an
Yeah.
Emmy or Oscar. So she really did that. Really quick sidebar: Britney Spears actually posted today about. She said she didn't watch the VMAs like most of us, but she did say that she heard Sabrina Carpenter say. Well, one, she said she didn't get that she kissed an alien. She said I was lost by it. Apparently Sabrina Carpenter
She
kissed
did.
Alien on the VMAs. I
Mhm.
don't know if it was a
In the
performance.
performance, yeah.
Okay. So she thought that was weird and didn't get it. She was like, "Why not a girl?" Obviously, this is Britney's words, but she did say that it was really cool. She forgets she's a star sometimes, and that Sabrina Carpenter said some really nice things that made her feel really cool. So shout out to Sabrina Carpenter. Listen, we talk the VMAs. We always have to talk Britney because it seems like they are obsessed. The VMAs themselves are obsessed with Britney, whether it's paying homage to her or people dressing like Britney. And speaking of dressing like Britney, we have Tate McRae. She is a singer of the song "Greedy," if y'all don't know, and she is wearing basically an homage to Britney Spears 2001 when Britney Spears wore this same dress but in blue. What are your thoughts? Keep it or shred it?
I say keep it. I think it's cute. It's giving VMA vibes.
Yeah, I
Kate, Mc-
keep it.
Kate McRae, I think she's Canadian, I think, right? I'm
Yes,
not sure.
yes.
I think it's cute. I like the song Greedy.
Yeah, I love that song.
There's another song she has that I like, but I think it's cute. If anyone was gonna pull it off, it's gonna be her. She has to look for it.
Yeah, and if you watch, she's said it vocally. She's very inspired by Britney Spears. If you watch her videos and stuff, she gives
Mhm.
like Britney as well. So yeah, so it's cute. I loved it. And again, I love the nod to Britney. Next up, Camila Cabello. I like this. For me, is a definitely keep it. I love the long look, very sultry, very seductive, still sexy. I'm glad she's back to her black hair because the blonde wasn't doing it for me. If she
That's
would
a
have,
wig.
oh, it's a wig.
Yeah.
Oh,
She has her hair is still blonde.
Well, I'm glad she wore that wig. You see, the blonde didn't look good with that dress. Someone
I
must have.
cannot stand when someone, a Latin person with yellow tones, wears blonde hair. You look like SpongeBob. For
Wait,
me,
are you saying the blonde, the wig, the wig, the blonde was a wig, or this is a wig right here?
this is a wig.
Okay, so she did dye her
But
hair
she's
blonde.
still rocking. She's still rocking. Let me see to confirm. But as far as keeping her shredded, for me, I want to say I like it, but she looks from far. She looks like Kate Musgraves, whatever her name is, Casey Musgraves. I'll say keep it, whatever. Even though I'm not really crazy about it.
And next we have Anita, one of my.
Yeah,
I
she's still
think she was
blonde.
my summer album because I heard her stuff so much. I think she was my top summer artist this summer. Um, what do you think about this look? I'll let you go first.
I don't like it. Shred it because it's like a costume version of like a virgin.
Yeah, I when I immediately saw it, one, I don't know if she's doing things to her face or
She
what.
looks like Michael Jackson.
I don't know if it's like the like like she's definitely lost weight too.
No,
I don't
she's
know.
always been small.
But no, she's way skinnier now. And again, her face is a little more sucked in. I didn't like it. It looked very, I don't know, like she was trying to maybe give.
It's giving Leg Avenue. Anyone that shops at Spirit Halloween, anyone that knows about costume brands, this is giving Leg Avenue. It's like a costume slash you can use it to like sexy underwear, sexy lingerie brand.
Mm,
No, shred it
yeah,
immediately.
I didn't like it either. It's definitely a big shredder for me, and I love Anita. But shout out to her. She won. Let's
Your
talk.
performance.
Well, let's talk now. Let's get in a little bit. We'll do part two of Keep It Shredded right after we get into some thoughts. I know you watched some of the performances. Before we get into some of those performance talks, let's talk some winners. We had for Best New Artist, and this is when I said there's some people that I never even heard of. Best New Artist, we had Benson Boone, Gracie Abrams, Teddy Swim, Shabuzi, Tyler, and Chappelle Roan. Out of all those people in that category, I've only know of Tyler and Shabuzi. And I don't even listen to Shabuzi like that. I know because obviously thing, but he's popular. But Chappelle Roan.
Her name is Chapel Roan.
Chapel Roan won. Listen, I've never heard
She's
of
very big and popular right now with the kids. She has that song H2HOT got to go. Yeah, hot to go. She's a very first of all, she's like a LGBT like icon in the making. She loves like drag race. What? She's a woman.
Okay.
She's a cis woman. She's from the Midwest. She's from Missouri. She has had a few hits. There's a song that she has that I like. I forget the name. But she's very in your face. Yeah, she loves drag race. She always talks about like Sasha Colby made her drag daughter. But yeah, she's
I'm sure we'll see her as a guest judge very soon on Drag Race.
yep.
For video of the year, I guess video Fortnite by
Oh,
Taylor.
she's a Pisces, by the way, February 19, 26 years old.
Chaperone.
Chaperone, yeah.
Video of the year. Taylor Swift, Post Malone, Fortnite won. Obviously, when Taylor Swift shows up to an award show, we know she's walking away with awards. I'm sure that's the only reason she's showing up, anyways. K-pop, whoever Lisa is, Rockstar, won that. Artist of the year, Taylor Swift won that as well. Over people like Eminem, Sabrina Carpenter, Ariana Grande, Bad Bunny, and SZA.
SZA, yeah.
Group.
SZA won for R&B video, so I mean that's fine. Snooze. Yeah. I'm kind of tired of that song. For hip hop, listen, Eminem won, but like that Houdini song that he has, I've never heard that shit before. And I saw the performance; it was kind of corny. I'm like, who are you? They could have given that to like Glorilla. They could have given that to Megan Thee Stallion. She literally hosted.
Yeah. What did you think of Megan Thee Stallion's hosting?
I thought it was good. I thought it was cute when she dressed up as Britney Spears. I'm a slave for you.
I thought it was
Um,
cute. I love when the kids, the children,
the
give the nod
children.
to the
Y'all better recognize.
the icon and stuff. But I mean, if you're gonna commit to it, honey. And
No,
she wanted that snake off of her ASAP. It's like
I would have done
commit
the
to
same
it.
thing. If anything, I would have gotten a plastic one. That snake looked like it was like gonna snap at her. Hell no.
Listen,
Um,
Brittany did it while fucking gyrating from one point to the stage to the other point. So if Brittany can do it, if you're gonna commit to it, commit. Um,
yeah.
what was song of the year? Somewhere Taylor Swift again with Fortnite. I don't agree with that.
I
But
want to say something about the Video Vanguard Award.
Katy Perry won that.
So I think that Katy Perry has had songs. She's like the only artist apparently who's had number one singles in one album. Kudos to her, but I personally find her to be so corny that I was just like, I don't consider her to be an icon to have the Video Vanguard Award. But, whatever. I feel like she is from our time. So it's nice that they did do that. But she's like, I
To
don't
be
know.
fair, I do. I see your. I hear you. I'm not a Katy Perry stan like that. Absolutely not. I will say though, there's a couple of, and I was thinking about this yesterday. I'm like, yo, Katy Perry's annoying to me, but every time she does come out with an album, I be liking like at least a handful
I
of
don't.
songs. And
I think she made her career out of camp and like trying to be funny and trying to like be down with the drag queens. Like Madonna made music for the gays, and like you could tell that she's enthralled in the LGBT community. Katie just took it and tried to make it like funny, and it's not. I don't know. She's just
well,
corny to me.
for pop video, Taylor Swift won that.
I never even seen her video.
And then I guess they had an iconic performance category, and Katy Perry won over the likes of Britney Spears, Christina, and Madonna, like a virgin. And
What song did she win?
huh?
What song did she win?
She performed apparently "Roar" and the 2013
That's what I'm
MTV.
saying. Like it's so corny. Like like
It's because she showed up. It's because she showed up. I don't because I'm sorry. Britney Spears would have shown up to the VMAs. They would have given her that, or Madonna would have shown up. Roar over like, come on now. What else? We have trending video art. Then we had Tyler won for best
Afro beats.
Afro beats, and then she's trending because I guess her telling someone to hold her award. People will talk about that.
What? Wait, she told who?
Whoever I don't know, whoever gave her the award, but she went to accept it and do her speech. She was like, "Oh, could you hold the award?" Because I guess it was too heavy, and she's a small
She
girl.
is very petite. She's small.
Song of the year, Sabrina Carpenter won that with Espresso.
Mhm.
And
Her
yeah,
performance was really cute. I literally have the VMAs playing in the background. I actually didn't watch the whole thing. I heard that Raul Alejandro, I watched his performance. Amazing. He Puerto Rico stand up. He did Carolina stand up. He did a great job.
I gotta
I
watch
love my little bilingual poppy. Lenny Kravitz performed. Everyone that knows me knows that I love Lenny Kravitz,
that.
and that's my sexy baby daddy. He is pushing 60, and this man looks no older than 35.
Listen, I pray that God bless me.
His body is his temple. And he said 31 years ago, he won his first VMA. And that was the last time that his mother, God bless her soul, she was able to like go with him to an award show and
Mhm.
see him win before she passed. And like it's amazing that he was able to get an award, but or like perform and stuff. But and LL Cool J performed too.
Yeah.
I was like,
Wasn't
okay,
a while ago.
I'm not oldies.
I know we had some oldies. We had the Eminem Fat Joe was up there, but like apparently with
He's
Anita,
old. He's
Anita
old.
won for Best Latin for Mil
Uh-huh.
Veces. I love that song. I love that.
Oh, Karol G performed that one merengue song that sounds like Despecha from
Okay.
Rosalia.
I know the song.
Que, que había sido, I don't know how the
Yeah,
song
I know,
goes.
I know what song you're talking about, but
It sounds like an Omega produced beat.
let's get. I have to watch some of the performances. But let's get into part two of the show before we let our good people go. Next up, we have Dahlia. I love seeing the Latin people out and about.
Natalia, where she came, what hole she crawled out of?
She presented Anita with her win for Best Latin.
Keep it. I think it's cute. It's giving VMAs.
It's very VMAs. It's very VMAs. I love Dahlia. You know I do.
I know. I'm Team Paulina.
Yeah. You know I do because it's like the way Britney and Christina we have Paulina, but she could have lost the it would have been good for me if the Puffy whatever the train and done without, and she would have.
Yeah, it's giving It's giving the Britney Spears outfit that she wore in the Pepsi commercial with the gladiators with Pink and Beyonce. Next.
Yeah, she could have lost that train.
Oh,
those changes to VMAs and always doing the most. Little Nas X. I'll go first. Is it shredded for me? This bootleg Power Ranger look is whack. And not only that, but if you go to his Instagram, he had a similar one where he's posting the living room but in a different color. So I guess he knew, to be like, oh yeah, let's just do that look. And yeah, but it's a big shredder for me. I like that he takes chances.
I think for me, I can't hear you, but I think for me, this is a shredded because he looks like a Super Mario character, like Mario Kart, and it's not cute. So
I think he looks like a bootleg Power Ranger.
Yeah, he does.
Next, Tyler.
I like it. I think keep it. It's simple. It's very it's giving South Africa. She's representing her culture.
It's a shredder for me. As soon as I seen it, I'm like, no. Listen, I don't dislike her because when I seen her at the Met Gala with that sand looking, I was gagged by that. I'm like, wow, that's wow. And for her being a new artist and coming out with that sand look, that was fucking iconic and amazing.
Yeah.
Especially for her being new and doing that look. So then I see this and I'm like, For me, I don't know if it's the hair or what.
A little baby Scary Spice.
I don't know. I don't like it. It's just shredded for me. Next up, she was the lady of the honoree yesterday of the night, Katy Perry, and a lot of people commenting on how she looks very different and also how skinny she is as well.
Cardi by Ozempic.
What are your thoughts?
Shredded for me, it's too. It's actually not a lot, but it's too busy. I don't know. It doesn't. It just looks like very not put together. So lame. She has a nice body. I'll give her that. I want abs.
I want to say keep it. There's something, I don't know if it's the wet look here, which
I think it was inspired by Angelina Jolie back in the 90s.
Well, that's another topic, but she was out recently in a red carpet, and Angelina Jolie is still looking amazing. She's beautiful. But next up, your baby daddy, Lenny Kravitz.
Oh my god!
Keep it or shred it?
Absolutely keep it.
Yeah, I like it too. I like the tie thing. That I feel like that's a look I would do.
He's true. He's true to his style. He always if you see any outfit that he has, it's always a similar look, but something different. I love him.
Yeah,
he could do no wrong in my eyes. My
favorite I like it.
Torian.
Me. Next up, we're getting to the men's. French Montana.
This is giving hood prom.
Right? It is giving very prom. Yeah.
Hood prom, like Stuyvesant High School class of '07.
That sounds.
No, shred it.
Um.
Is he wearing grills or did he get veneers? No, you know what? I'll be nice. I'll keep it.
Yeah,
Keep
I'm gonna
it 'cause
keep
it's
it too. I'm gonna
for my
keep it.
Bronx brother.
But it's all right. It's all right. Next up, Taylor Swift. I'm gonna go first with this. As soon as I seen it, it was a shut it for me. It was a shut it for me. It was a shut it because that plaid, that yellow. I don't know. Yeah,
Fake clueless
yeah.
vibes.
I do not. Yeah. Mm-mm.
I actually like it. I don't know why. What she wore to the Grammys was 10 times worse than this. I think she looks great. Whatever. She knows that she has long legs. It goes with her shape because she's SpongeBob. Um, yeah, I would keep it.
We didn't upload Karol G's red carpet look, but for me, that would have been a definite. She's so lucky we don't have a picture of it. But
Yeah.
to me, it was a because you said that she performed and stuff. It was her red carpet look. Look it up. It was a complete shut it for me because the blonde hair and then that orange, the dress looked like throw. I don't know. It was a shut it for me. If y'all
Wait, I'm
listening
trying to look it up.
or whatever, y'all can look it up. I see that it's not uploaded here, but yeah. Hmm. That's a
Yeah.
good picture. Um, Next up, he performed, and you said you loved his performance. Simple and Black, Raul Alejandro. What do you think?
Classy man. He's a classy Renaissance man. Well, not so much, but I love it. Keep it.
He has a keeper for me. He's just cute. He's so cute, and I think
He's
a lot
adorable. He makes me want to go to San Juan.
And last but not least, Big Dick, Big Sean. Keep it shredded.
Have you seen it?
Listen, that what's her name? My Pisces.
Ariana Grande,
No, not well, her too. But the other one that he's with right now,
Janae Aiko.
whew, my Pisces sis. If I know a Pisces,
Keep it. He's very stylish. He's always put together. I like it.
yeah, it's nice. And I just think I think he's so cute. There's
He
something
is
I have
very
a little
cute.
yeah, I think he's very, very cute. And
Come
I
on,
really
Big D from the Big D.
I like Big Sean.
Me too. I've always liked him.
I like Big Sean. Look at that face and the beard and everything. He looks good. I like it. I love the pants. The pants are some reminiscent of something I have and will wear. I love it. I like it. I like it. But that was fun. VMAs. What would you say? We didn't watch the whole show like that. But what score would you give it out of a 10? 10 being the best, 0 being the worst.
I see Lenny performing right now. I would probably give it probably a 6. It's never gonna go up to a 7, 8, or 9 or 10. It's not the same. If they brought back all like back in the day artists from like that millennials liked and enjoyed, then I would give that shit a 10, maybe a 9. But yeah,
And I think that's why a lot of these younger artists, or in general, the show itself tries to do this homage to the Britneys and stuff because they know we're now the people watching, the millennials who grew
right.
up was iconic, but it's just falling flat. It's falling flat.
I also think I don't know.
So
This is the second year in a row that the audio is terrible. The audience is louder than the actual artists on the microphone. I don't like that.
Yikes. Definitely have to look more into that. But it was fun doing this bonus episode, y'all. We wanted to give you an extra little treat this week because there's so much going on in the universe. Want to thank you guys for tuning in, chilling with us on another day this week. Once again, if you guys missed our episode with special guest Mark Angel that dropped yesterday, it will be streaming in a few on Spotify, Apple, iHeart. Definitely check it out. It was a great episode. It definitely check out Mark Angel, follow, like, support him. As for us, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Every Wednesday, like you always they're on episode at 8 p.m. Thank you guys so much. Follow, like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. And we will see you guys next week. Adios.
Bye.